Go ahead.
So,
Go
for
ahead,
like
Brandon.
ladies, what's like a red flag when it comes to men? What's like of three things? If y'all could list three things like can't work, can't work at all.
Don't work,
for
don't
me,
work, don't work.
for me, red flags. I think we kind of hit on this a little bit. Would be number one would be now that you're saying the confidence, I really can't be with somebody that don't have confidence because I'm a confident person. You know what I'm saying? When I get dressed, I'll be like, "Oh, I look good." You know what I mean? We about to be out here. You got to be able to be okay with me being myself. And I'm a social butterfly as well. So you can't be out here like, oh, you think I'm talking to everybody because I'm socializing. You know what I'm saying? You need to be confident in our relationship, confident within yourself that can't nobody take your girl, can't nobody take your woman. You know what I mean? Unless you want to be took, but you know what I'm saying. Number two, I think we all touched on was he gotta know who God is.
Absolutely.
You know, he can't be talking about Buddha. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I don't like the
atheist.
Yeah, I don't. But this is the key thing in that conversation.
Jesus.
I gotta hear Jesus. I can't hear you saying the higher power.
The man upstairs, the universe.
Yeah,
Who is that?
Who is that?
Who is that?
Right. Like I can't roll with. I can't even roll with conversations from people when they get to talking about the higher power and the universe.
There's higher power out there somewhere.
No,
I'm like,
I heard
what's his name? Say his name.
Right.
I had heard one this past week when they kept saying they believe in energy. And I'm like, do you really like a fad that's going around that everybody's saying this energy?
Yeah,
fad.
a lot of people saying energy, the universe.
Yeah.
I believe in energy too, and I'll be having a lot of it, so I need a nap. But I still love the Lord.
Did you say the blob?
The vibe, you know, the vibes they getting, like vibes.
He said
they be burning sage, trying to get rid of demons. What's that?
The blob.
You know, that ain't it.
To be like, that's something me and Nisha don't know about. We old. The blob.
The blob.
Ain't that a horror movie?
Yeah.
It's some kind of movie.
I
wait, Brittany didn't get one. Brittany didn't get one.
You said 3.
Oh. I thought it was 1, 2, 3.
Oh, was it 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3? Oh, and then my last one would be, yeah, he gotta be able to get some money. Now, I ain't saying he gotta work a job, like a legit job, nothing illegal.
So he could be a dope man.
But I'm a dope man. No, just let. So no, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is like, Nisha, you got 50 side hustles. You know how to get to the money. You know what I'm saying? You know, like you gotta know how to provide. Is all I'm saying. Now,
I'ma honestly say I didn't believe in that until I married my husband. No, because the only thing that I knew was to hit the clock. Was I thought that I had to work with somebody, but because of him, he was like, right. Yeah, but because of him, it was like, dude, you got, excuse my language, hellified skills. You get paid.
Right.
Use my language.
Yeah. Right. So as long as you know how to, oh wait, I'm sorry.
You can say to add a fourth one.
Go ahead.
We can't have soft hands.
Yo.
We cannot have soft baby hands.
Does that mean he don't know how to work?
He gotta have rough, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
some texture.
Texture, exactly.
He got some calluses.
Right.
I mean,
They ain't gotta be
have
callous,
no calluses, but it gotta show that a callus can form.
like I got soft hands. Women, I feel like women got soft hands. You know what I'm saying? Babies got soft hands. Men,
Yeah.
you gotta have some rough hands.
Complex wise, women should be soft and men should be not necessarily hard, but durable.
Yes.
Durable, yes, that's the word.
I like that word. Yeah.
Yeah. In my application, I'm be like, "Are you durable?" Check it out.
Got an application.
Can you weather the storm?
Right. I would say well, obviously there's more than 3 things, but if I'm just focusing on 3, I would definitely say gotta love the Lord, gotta have some type of relationship with Christ. As I stated last week, I don't need you to be a Bible thumper because I still consider myself a baby in Christ and I'm still learning. We can learn together, baby. So that's something that's big for me. Definitely gotta have a job, a legal one. I am from the suburbs. I do not do drug dealers. I'm sorry. Also,
we from the hood.
I guess we from the hood.
We definitely from the hood. Brad from the hood too.
Right.
I don't know anything hood. I do not knock anyone who is hood. I love hood people. That's just not me. And I would run for the hills if I was in any type of situation. Okay, I'd be scared when it be thundering too loud. So now my third thing would be
she gonna marry a thug.
No, I am not. Why would you say something like that?
Because it's always the opposite.
Oh yeah, I got all the thugs coming out today.
Look, Lord have mercy.
It's the opposite. Sorry, I can't marry no thug. I'm too scary. And my third thing, I would love for him to have a sense of humor. I am silly. I want to have somebody that I can joke with, laugh with, not necessarily.
Don't take yourself too serious.
Yeah, like I mean, we ain't got to be sitting here roasting each other because I'm gonna cry eventually. But if we could just have our funny time together, like that's a big thing for me. Like I don't, we always take life so serious. And I should be able to sit down and have a few funnies with my man while we drink some Crown Royal. Yes, while we drink our Crown Royal.
So for me,
girl, you got a husband. He got to watch Wheel of Fortune. He got to take my hoodies. He got to make wine.
Shut up, Brittany.
You so silly.
I'm on a roll tonight. Oh.
So for me, it was you couldn't smoke cigarettes. I thought that was trash. But when I married my husband, he was a smoker. You had to be a family man, and that he checked off. He was. But the main thing was I gotta be able to sit down and have Bible study with you. That was something very serious for me. I run a teen mom ministry, and so I'm always kind of in the word. So if I had a question or if I was, feeling some type of way, I gotta be able to conversate with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you might not have an answer, but we could have it together. We could figure it out together. So, and he had to be able to teach me something. I'm very hard. I would say that in the beginning I wasn't teachable, but he got to be able to like grab my attention so that I can learn. Yeah, so I can learn from him. So those were my things.
What about you, B?
So no one actually asked the question. I said red flags.
I said what the red flags was. He can't have soft hands.
Oh, we sorry.
He could be an atheist.
Me and Nisha didn't answer it right. Sorry. You gotta have a job. I mean,
he can't be broke out here.
That's a red flag. You don't know Jesus. That's
The
a red flag.
Red flag for me is if you cussing your mama out, you gonna cuss me out too.
And then we got to fight.
Exactly. We gonna fight.
For me, I don't like disrespect. And I don't mean disrespect like, oh, I'm better than you type of, no. I mean like, you know what my name is. Don't, anything less than what my name is, anything derogatory, keep that. That's a red flag.
Don't be calling me out my name. Don't be calling me out my name.
Don't do that. Liars.
Ooh.
That I don't need no liars. And plus, I feel like if you voluntarily, because I don't be asking too many questions, so if you voluntarily lying to me, that's another problem. Like
that's a praise break.
And yes.
Oh, it's over.
Religion actually matters, because if we don't have the same viewpoints, we're not praying to the same person. So I can't say amen to you, and you can't, and it's just
exactly.
It's gonna be awkward.
Especially
I don't need
have children together.
It's gonna be confusing. Okay.
My baby ain't broke no Buddha belly.
Oh Lord. So I have another question. So we know that you're not married. Do you have children?
I do not have children.
So are you looking for someone that doesn't have children, or so you're fine with someone that does? And if so, if they can't have children, what's the limit?
Interesting question.
That's a good question, Nisha.
Good job.
Completely honest, I think none of that matters.
Oh.
I think none of it matters because if you truly like someone, what's it matter for? You know, I mean, if you're
she can have 12 kids with 12 different baby daddies.
Making a decision right there, but if that's the decision you want to make, go all in. Go
so
all
basically
in.
What you're saying, if you love somebody and they love you back, it doesn't matter what type of baggage they may bring. It doesn't matter who don't like who has an opinion about whatever. Basically, it's about you, this other person, y'all bringing whatever y'all bring to the table and making it work. Point blank, and the period.
If you make me happy and I make you happy, and there is, as the young folks say, I'm a young folk, there's no in the air.
There's no what?
There's no toxic energy in the air. I think it's all good. And the only reason I say that is because as Tiara introduced, I did a relationships podcast. I have an ex that's 10 years older than me, 9 years older than me. She had 3 kids. Her oldest kid, I'm 28 right now. I think he's 23. Personally, if I could be honest with you, I felt like a G. Like, yeah, listen, I'm dating a chick. Her son is like 5 years younger than me. I'm the man. Okay. Completely different now. Baggage.
Oh.
Not necessarily bad baggage, because the kids was cool. Everybody was cool. I actually, even though I wasn't that much older, I mean, they showed me love. They still, you know, they still hit me up. So, none of it matters. I actually did just, a little bit about me. I actually went to a relationships counseling, and it failed miserably. But the conclusion that I actually got out of it is, and this is just my honest opinion, without counseling or anything, if two people in life really want to make something work, you're going to make it work.
Hello.
Relationships as a decision, it is a lifestyle. Every morning that you wake up, you have to put it in your head. What can I do to keep the love, to keep this flow, this energy? What can I do to keep this bond strong? that's something that's a decision you have to make every day when you're with someone else, because your decisions aren't your decisions anymore. I hate answering to a person, where you going? To mind my business. But when you can't do that. Where you going? Oh, I gotta go. I hate to say you gotta ask for permission, but in a way, it's almost like you're asking for permission. I also have a stigmatism. Like, I feel like personally, ain't no new friends when we in a relationship. When we married, relationship ain't no new. You're a female, ain't no new male friends. Cause what he coming around for? What's your friend for? If
what
he
your friend for?
What is he your friend for? What y'all talking about? What y'all texting about? What's he in your life for? That's just my viewpoint, though. And I have questions, and I feel like how you get into a relationship, all of that matters. If I stole you from someone else, this relationship is not going to last long, because that means someone else
You
can steal you from me.
stealable.
Yeah,
You
You stealable.
all of that, man. Everything is a factor. And I've come to this point after my relationships counseling. I hate to say it, but I actually got real selfish. But I'm happy I got selfish, because I told myself, in my head, I'll tell anybody, and I don't care, and no one can change my opinion. It is okay to be selfish with your love. It is okay to be selfish with your heart. It's okay to be selfish with who you want to deal with. Because when your heart hurts, that is the pain. And I'm not going to let anybody just hurt my heart. So it's okay to be
right,
man. Every time I feel like you money or you thinking something, man, listen, this ain't gonna.
I like that. I really, really like that. No new friends. Yes.
None of friends. That was that.
Was spot on, Brandon. I feel like you've been in my head or something like that.
But the relationship counseling, the only thing of what I would say to that, or add to that, or ask, however you want to take it, is sometimes people need relationship counseling because like the other person may be stubborn, or they need someone out the box to show them how to communicate with each other. It doesn't mean that they don't want to make each other happy. They just don't know how, or what am I saying?
I think
the way they was raised, the communication, they don't know how to communicate. Yes. They don't know how to love. Not everybody is raised in a household that's built on love. Not everybody is raised knowing how to love, period.
Exactly.
Like, period. Yeah. Like, some people didn't see their mama and their daddy love each other. Some people didn't see love given to their mother, but they a woman. They don't know how to accept love. It could be anything, you know what I'm saying? It could be the boy, you know, the father beat the mother. The father wasn't there to show how to love a woman. You know, anything, any factor could play a part in it.
Yeah.
But I definitely agree with what you're saying, Brandon. And I know that, you know, our late great bishop, you know, he used to always say, you choose to love. Like the commitment is just to love, like to bring love every single day. So you grow in love too. So you're committed to grow in love with this person. And even though, you know, you may not have reached the point of marriage, you are dating intentionally, and you know, okay, I want the end point of this relationship or my relationship to be marriage. So therefore,
dating for a purpose.
That's so deep, and that's a problem because of our generation. I ain't even gonna say it's just our generation; it's our times. How many people do you know is dating with the idea this is the last relationship? How many people in that?
I know like 3 people, and I'm one of them.
Hey, they be like, oh, I got my backup dude waiting.
What?
You know what I'm saying? They be, I don't know.
And that is the mindset of everybody. And then you have people like me and Tierra, we trying to date with a purpose. Well, you know, Tierra on her way down the aisle soon, but you know, you got people like us. We have a goal, you know, end goal here. Y'all out there making it hard for us.
But even people that are married, like I've heard some people that even is married, like if it don't work out, then you know I could go do whatever.
Okay.
I say, go ahead, Brandon.
I don't mean to cut you off.
I blew.
What's new?
If you're married and you're already saying if this isn't gonna work,
it ain't gonna work.
What you get married for?
So I would say in the beginning, I've been married for 10 years, and because neither one of us had like the married couple to look at, we didn't know what to expect, we didn't know what to do, or you know, anything. We had marriage counseling and all of that in the beginning. I honestly went in thinking like, hey, if it don't work out, guess what? If he do this, then guess what? You know, I had that in my mind. And I think that he did. Well, I'm not going to say that he did, because he used to always say to me, like, this is it. I don't care what you do. Like, except for if you cheat.
Like, I feel like that's definitely a mindset. So we talked about this last time that we all got together. So I come from a household where both of my parents, they haven't been married my whole life, but they've been together my whole life. And they've been married and they're still married. And so for me, I have in my head, I have my viewpoint of what a marriage is supposed to look like. They are all the time. Do anyone else see it? No, but I live with them. I love them, you know, so I've witnessed they're crazy. But they always make sure, yo, you know, I still love you, right? You know, like that's all that was a very passionate conversation. But the there, you know what I'm saying? So I witnessed that my whole entire life. My sister's witnessed that her whole entire life. So in my head, I know what a marriage is supposed to look like. And so I know what communication skills look like. I trying to counsel people is horrible. People don't listen. You will talk to some, like I know people who be like, yeah, you know, we fell out and we stopped talking for weeks. Like, but y'all married. And, yeah, but or he not talking to me. And I'm just like, but how do you, if y'all live together and y'all married and y'all not talking to each other, how is anything ever going to get fixed? How do you?
Yes.
Barely sweeping it on the rug. That's just throwing it away. Like the problem is always, that doesn't make sense. I've learned, figure that out. Talk to this person. Tell this person, oh, you have made me upset, but you know what? Blah, blah, blah. Put it out there, because what's it going to hurt just to put it out there? You're expressing yourself. Get that feeling off your chest. Don't let it bottle in, but get it out there, because at the end of the night, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So, you know, what you want that person to be. You know what I'm saying?
But see, unfortunately, everybody isn't blessed. Everybody ain't blessed like you. You know, I married late. I was a single parent for 16 years. And so I was like, baby, I got this. So if you don't do what I say, it's a wrap. You know, was the husband. I was like, I could do this. But
he was like,
that's what you think.
You're right. Exactly. We had no format to go by. Format to go by. But my husband, because he believed in Jesus and not the higher power, he was like, in the Bible, if you get a divorce, you're going to hell. Like, he used to say crazy things like that. And I'd be like, what you talking about? then I got to the point where I was like, I used to say this little crazy thing, like, "Oh my goodness, you're gonna be the reason why I'm gonna go to hell."
You gonna be the reason why I go to hell.
Some crazy stuff like that. But I'm glad 10 years in that we gave our sons a format. They know, like, if you get into those heated conversations, it doesn't mean that it's over. Because, baby, the first 3 years of our marriage, it was like, it's over. I'm out of here. I'm sleeping downstairs. You will stay upstairs. You go to your sister's house. Upstairs. Something like that. You gonna punish me. We didn't know how to communicate. And I think because society, once again, make women be so hard, I had to learn to be a female.
In the female role.
Yes, I had to learn. And that's not demeaning nobody. That's not saying, oh, be the punk. That's not saying that. Yeah. But I had to learn, like, hey, sometimes you're not right. Sometimes you do need to shut up. Let him lead.
You had to learn to be more submissive and allow for him to lead you, exactly like you said.
That was a cuss
word. Woo, Lord.
Submissive was a cuss word.
Submitting to nobody, but I really feel like it's because society makes it be like that women just have to be all these things, and these young girls, they don't know no different. That's all that they know. Like, I gotta be this, I gotta be hard, I gotta do this, and then when that dude come along that want to take care of them, that want to do this and do that, and treat them like the queen that they are, they don't know how to react to that. They're like, oh, what's up?
So I have a story about that. I actually have a legit story about it. And I really am just like, the light bulb just really went off for me. So I we in a generation to where it's easy to cut somebody off. You know what I'm saying? We burn bridges like hotcakes. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't like, like, boom, like, come on, like, get out of here. It's over with. It's over with for you. Like, I'm just stopping talking to you. Like, I used to drop off the planet on people all the time. Like, you did this, and this. Boom. You never see me again. You never hear from me again. It's like I never existed in your world. Like, period. And then I pop back up. And they be like, oh, okay, well, you won't act right now? Or no, I'm back out. You know what I'm saying? So for me, once I started to talk or date and div, we was on and off for a while in the beginning, and Eden upset.
I see what her fake cry.
So in the beginning though, literally, like, I was going through a lot, like, with my mom and stuff, like, the rebellion stage. And he was really ready to, like, set me up. Like, oh, I'm about to get this apartment. We about to just, like, thug it out. Like us. We just finna thug it out. And I did not do right by that at all. I did not know how to take it. I did not know how to be okay with it. Him looking out for me, with him doing stuff for me, and I definitely pushed him away for a super long time. Like, and then even afterwards, afterwards he tried to come back around, tried to set me up again. I was like, bruh, like, dude, like, I got me, I'm straight, you know what I'm saying? I don't need no nigga, okay? Like, I got my own little one too. I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I'm gonna be cool, you know what I mean? And then it just so happened that, like, recently, like, while now I'm all of a sudden, like, ready. Oh, now I'm ready now. Yes, Lord, the Lord has saved me. I got the little baby now. You done caught me. I'm ready. I am ready now.
Like I said earlier, y'all asked me, and I was like, well, it depends on where you at in your life.
Yeah, that makes sense. I wasn't ready. But now it's like, all right, like when you gonna do it now though? Like what's up? Like
I think that where you at in your life, I think that is something that comes with maturity, with time, and with growing up, man. It comes
growing
with
up, yeah. Mm-hmm.
you go through something and it opens your eyes like, oh snap, like that's how that feels. Hold up.
You know, Tierra,
like, oh
it's
snap,
that-
like you was ready back then and I wasn't.
And I
Dang.
missed.
No, but Tierra, it's funny you said that because you made my light bulb go off. But I'm gonna keep my story a little short. But when I think I was like 24, I was dating this guy who was about 12 years older than me. And he was real ready. You know, he was like 38. So he was real ready. But I really messed that relationship up. And it wasn't even that I definitely wasn't ready for that type of commitment, but I was still in my shallow years. And you know, he
was
ain't
he
checked
tall
them.
enough?
He was shorter than me. So
well, he wasn't it. He wasn't on it. That wasn't for you. I don't think that you know you was in your shallow years and everything, but I think that how I want to say
that relationship wasn't for you.
You don't have to
for
say
you.
it. Let me just finish, please.
Go
What
ahead.
I'm saying is I'm kind of in the same boat as Tierra now. Like, granted, that relationship was not for me. It wasn't. But you know, like his mama liked me. You know, don't nobody mama be liking me. Y'all know I be going just don't nobody mama be liking me. All of that was like, but just I say all of that to say that
Everybody always loved me. I don't know about that.
It was a situation where the other person was like, all right, you know, I'm about to do this, that, and the other for you. I'm about to make you wifey. And I was like, yeah. And now here I am, like, husband around you.
Marco.
I think that everybody, you're ready when you're ready. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of times, at least just for me, you know, that clock is ticking right now, and it's driving me crazy. I don't understand, but
is it really ticking or is it in your head?
No, it's ticking. It's ticking like a mug. How do you turn it off? It's ticking. Okay. And I wanted to
Nisha got
away.
something to say. I think she got some words of wisdom.
Oh no, I don't.
I feel like whatever Nisha got to say, should just say it to me privately because I feel like she about to dog or something. So she should say it on the show because I don't want to be dogged.
Okay.
I don't have nothing to say. I want to give Brandon the floor. I want to hear. Do men have biological clocks ticking too? Is there as loud as women?
As loud as mine?
Dude, I think men do. I think men do if they're in the circumstance. I think I'm in this circumstance. I don't have kids. I'm 28. How many men in our age right now don't have kids at 28? I always said I wanted a kid by the time I hit 30. I'm not in no relationship and I'm not about to have no kid. My birthday is right around the corner. I don't see me, you know what I'm saying, popping the kid out with a random chick. I can't.
No, that's right. Please don't do that.
I'm not trying to.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
But I feel like I do think about it in my head because I'm like, I don't want to be that old dad. I want to run around with my kids. I want to play with them. I like to have fun. You know, I don't want my back hurting, so I can't play with you today. No, I want to have them young.
My
go for I think.
Okay, so
go ahead.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
I didn't know. It was like a pause for me. My bad.
Yeah. And I got a little story, but I'm not really gonna tell my story. But I think you realize that maybe everyone has been given an opportunity in their life to not necessarily settle down, but have that relationship with someone, and we all rejected it because we deemed ourselves as not ready, and in reality, we in our heads. I remember. So I went to Japan. I lived in Japan. Yeah, I was in the Air Force. I was dating a young lady at the time, and I remember in my head, I'm like, well, I want her to come with me. I don't want to leave her here. And I asked my mom, like, what do you think about marriage? I asked my mom because once again, my parents have been married for a portion of my life, the biggest portion of my life. And my mom said the coldest thing to me. I love my parents. She said, well, if you weren't leaving, would you marry her? I didn't even have to think about it. No. Oh. Like, all right, you have your answer then. Just because you're leaving doesn't mean you have to rush something. If it's for you, it's going to happen. Don't rush it. You want it. And me and Carol ain't together. It's bad or nothing like that, but we're not together. You know what I'm saying? And so
I definitely thought y'all was gonna get married too. That's crazy.
all the way off. But like, no. So that just goes to show me, like, everyone, I don't know how old you are, Brittany, but it's just everyone has been presented an opportunity. It seems like everyone has been presented an opportunity in their lives where you can make a decision, but we all just view ourselves as not ready, regardless of if we are actually ready or not. But we all viewed ourselves as not ready, and we rejected it, and we took whatever necessary, and we went from there.
I will say that all of us on this call, all of us on this Zoom, believe in Jesus. So it was wrote out that way for you to reject it. It was wrote out that way for you to let it pass on. I would say this, being the only one on the call that is married, I would say that sometimes you can't help. Ooh, I blooped again. I would say this, that sometimes when you allow God to take over and prepare the person that you need to marry and prepare yourself to get ready for that person that's going to come in your path.
Well, come on.
It is when you give it to him,
let him use you.
It's gonna be okay. I would say this, my husband, I wouldn't have, if I would have been in my old self, in my other mind, I probably would have just let him just walk on by like, dude, deuces. Because back then, before Jesus, I wanted that light-skinned dude. I wanted that skinny, had that make $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Brown eyes and all that kind of stuff. My husband is totally opposite of that. But I know that he loves me. Like all of my flaws. You so silly. All of my flaws, all of the things that I've been through. And had I not went through a lot of stuff, I don't know if Eric would have had a chance. Like
I think a phrase that I use in a lot of aspects, God will never give you what you can't handle. And so I use that in every aspect. I was like, shoot, I just wasn't ready. That's all that was. He ain't put it in my plate because I wasn't ready. I couldn't handle that. I even use that. There's a reason why I ain't rich, because I go crazy. I can't handle it. So that's my little safety net. God ain't giving it to me because I can't take care. So like, he don't want me with you because this ain't gonna work for us. So
Benz and Bentley if God gave
but don't even think about it as it's not gonna work for you, because like I told you in the beginning of our marriage, like yeah. I don't know.
Hold it down.
And look at us now. We going over her house and he making us dinner.
Well,
I think that even if it was back then, he still would have made y'all dinner, but y'all would have had to have plates, and y'all would have witnessed us throwing plates and all kinds of stuff at each other. So
I'm like,
still gonna be good regardless, right? Well, I think that we really want to thank you for coming on, Brandon. Like, I feel like this conversation could go on and on and on and on and on. We thank you for being a good guest. You know, we ain't have to be like,
Yes.
you got something else to say, you got something else to say. So we really appreciate you
Thank you
coming
for the
on and just
conversation.
partaking in our sassy conversation.
Yes.
Man, yeah.
I'm gonna pass it on over to Nisha so she can do the benediction. Nah,
Oh,
just
y'all
like, go
so
ahead.
silly. Hey y'all. I really hope that you guys have been engaged in some sassy conversation. I hope that we empowered you to be your authentic self. And I hope that we encourage you to the next level. Regardless if it's in a new relationship, if it's you, or whatever the case may be. I hope that you go to that next level. You can follow us on all of our social media at Sister Talk with LTV. If you got some questions, concerns, ideas, or you want to order some merch from good old Brittany, you can drop us an email at sistertalkwithltv@gmail.com. Sisters, like, comment, and subscribe.
We're gonna drop our next episode on the page, y'all. We are on the page.
On the page.
Follow the page.
Also, you guys need to go over to Brandon's YouTube channel.
Podcast.
Sorry, podcast. Brandon, can you tell us the name again?
Yes. Check out my website. I got my own website I created. Breezepodcast.Life. BREEZE podcast.life. I do have a YouTube. But you can follow my Instagram. You can follow any social media. It's all the same. Breeze2893. You'll find me. Check me out, man. Ladies, I enjoyed the conversation. You guys are awesome, man. I love it. Love it.
Thank you
for blessing the show. Your conversation was amazing. Thank you for giving us that male point of view. We appreciate you.
Sure.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Peace out. Okay.
Ooh. No, that was good.
So, yeah, I think it was good too.
Yeah.
We might have to have you on again.
I was just
We get
about
some
to say that.
Right, because I'm like,
I'd love to.
He gonna have to come back because the convo just flowed like perfectly. It was so organic. You gotta come back, brother.
Thanks, Nicole.
I told y'all Brandon was gonna be good.
Well, you know what? I think he was kind of holding back some, though.
I was.
Right.
Indeed. Y'all not ready for that. No,
y'all not ready for that?
No, trust me. Into it.
You could put eating gotta eat every time I lean forward. and she disappeared off the camera. She yoking me up. But look at this.
Brittany, how do you?
Hey. My shirt's completely done.
Hey, girl. She like, be quiet.